Adventures in Pixieland presents your daily energy reading. Today's astrological forecast for September 12th, 2023 is the waxing crescent, moody moon in dynamic Sagittarius, sun in practical Virgo, trine transformational Pluto retrograde in strict Capricorn. Acknowledge your power and ability to transform. Get comfortable in that toxic transformer energy. Today's Elder Futhark Daily Rune for September 21st, 2023 is Gebo. Gebo, the letter G, meaning gift, associations, sharing, hospitality, blessings, exchange of oaths, generosity, personal relationships. Today, your focus is on being generous with others, sharing your blessings, hosting people for gatherings, or to even exchange promises might be prominent in your life today. Today's daily romance angel oracle card for September 21st, 2023 is Wedding. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. You drew this card because of an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. It comes to you because marriage plays a role in the answer to your question. For some people, this card could be a validation that you will get married and asks you to keep the faith and continue enjoying your life without worrying about your future marital status. For others, this card signals that you'll meet a significant other at an upcoming wedding or experience something there that will lead to new romance for you. It can also represent your parents' marriage and the way it affected your feelings and beliefs about relationships. In a few cases, this card asks you to look at your present and past marriages and review your feelings with the intention of healing your heart and your relationship. Perhaps it's time to enlist a marital counselor to help you sort out how you feel. And sometimes this card can signal the end of a marriage, in which case the angels support everyone involved as you come to an understanding about the experience and renew your heart's willingness to love. Today's daily fairy wisdom oracle card for September 21st, 2023 is Dandelions. Dandelions. Perspective. Plant some seeds today. The fairies plant their seeds with great care. They choose the very best ones, then water and nurture them tenderly. The plants grow and the crops come in, and with them they bring more seeds for the next planting. Realize that what you project, what you think onto yourself, others, and situations, your thoughts and words are the seeds that you plant. When making limiting statements, you are actually sending out energy that can affect other people. These are not mere words and thoughts. They have substance and power. Thoughts create reality. Assessing a person or situation in a negative light actually creates that reality. Think of what you could create by thinking in a positive light. There is always another way to view reality. What you see as reality might not be what another person sees. People in situations are always deeper than they appear on the surface. Work on seeing the good in all things. Remember that how you perceive something is often a reflection of your own emotions, therefore, revealing more about you than about the person or situation upon which you are focused. The situations that come into your life are often those of what you expect to happen. Be open to possibilities. The seeds you plant come back to you. So watch that you plant quality seeds. See all the different sides of a situation and work on seeing another person's point of view. What a growing experience this can be for you. The chant? One side dark and one side light. Which one might I choose tonight? I cast about some fairy dust and call upon those whom I trust, ancient ones who are protective. Show me how to use your perspective. So be it. Today's daily starseed oracle card for September 21st, 2023 is You Got the Love. You got the love. Hadrian energy. Codependency. Boundaries. The Hadrians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, independent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways that you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It is common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatile nature to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This is a sign to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made consciously or unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. Your starseed soul inquiry: do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? How can you develop a deeper love for yourself? Today's daily Priestess of Light oracle card for September 21st, 2023 is Setting Boundaries. Card 30. Setting boundaries. Threshold protection. Honor. The priestess of the threshold holds her hands up with the palms outward, projecting a field of protective light before her. The strong and stately snow leopard, who lives a solitary life in the highest reaches of the mountain, looks over her shoulder, standing guard. This card brings you a message of both caution and encouragement. It's time to take an honest look at the boundaries you've set. How do you view your importance in your own life? Are you sacrificing your priorities and self-care to prioritize the needs and wishes of others? Are you putting up with demands, dismissal, marginalization, or even disrespect from the people in your life? If so, it's time to put up your hands and say, enough. You may have been allowing others to cross your personal threshold and invade your time, energy, or space. But this card is telling you that you now have the power to shift that pattern. Start to set clear limits today and make yourself a priority in your own life. Your soul deserves to be honored, and you must be the first person to make that choice. When you do, you finally receive the respect and prioritization that you've been longing for all along. Your affirmation: I choose to make myself my own priority. I have the power to set boundaries and honor myself always. Your daily energy reading for September 21st, 2023 is the astrology is telling you to get comfortable with your ability to transform toxicity. Gable says, share your blessings with others. The romance oracle wants you to know that a new commitment is headed your way. The fairies remind you that you reap what you sow with your thoughts and words. The starseed oracle reminds you to love yourself first, especially when in a relationship. The priestess of light oracle reminds you that healthy boundaries are good for everyone. You're going to be presented with the opportunity to share your blessing that is you know how to transform toxic situations. You know how to have good, firm boundaries and to keep within those boundaries and remind people in a respectful, gentle, but firm way, even if they're a person that you are in a commitment with, even if they're a person you're in a romantic relationship with, because you're going to love yourself enough to know that you should be treated with dignity and respect. And in reminding them that you should be treated in this way and that you know your own value, you show them how to be a better person. So, commitment, no commitment, you have a blessing, and that is that you can transform toxic situations without being toxic or acting like a karmic yourself. It's a beautiful thing to share with the world. So please do.